the most luxurious train in the world. Luxury train travel is a great way to see several new places without the inconvenience of moving luggage from one destination to the next. There's something very special about these luxurious train rides that harks back to the golden age of travel. Every one of these luxury trains of the world offers fine dining, bars, and private cabins with spacious cabin facilities as a standard. Several even proffer ensuite cabins, personal stewards, and butlers. Number 5. Rocky Mountaineer, cost $1,619. One of the very few downsides of traveling by train through spectacular scenery is that when the sun goes down, you lose all the views. Instead, the windows reveal only the reflection of the bright interior of the train. A popular luxury train brand, the Rocky Mountaineer, solves this tragic first-world problem by plotting its scenic routes to include overnight stops at fine hotels along the way. Historically, the Rocky Mountaineer only rode the Canadian rails, following mountainous routes that terminated in Vancouver and either Jasper or Banff. Beginning in August 2021, though, the groundbreaking company launched a new 2-day journey between Denver and Moab, Utah, stopping overnight at Glenwood Springs, Colorado. The luxury train, purpose-built for landscape viewing, offers unparalleled views of the Rockies. Watch for bighorn sheep in the high passes, and the sand-blasted canyons and surreal rock formations of the Utah desert. While you look out the panoramic windows, the staff's focus is on serving you fine wines and freshly prepared food. Sorry in advance to fans of Amtrak's pre-wrapped tuna sandwiches. In Glenwood Springs, passengers disembark to spend the night at a choice of 3 different hotels before reboarding in the morning to finish the trip in Moab. Extend your vacation by adding a couple of days to either end of the journey to spend time exploring Moab and Denver. If you are enjoying the video, subscribe to Luxury Couch for more luxury videos. So, let's continue. Number 4. Maharajas Express, cost $3,850. The 23 carriages of these luxury trains travel mostly by night, allowing passengers plenty of time during waking hours to disembark for visits to UNESCO World Heritage landmarks, take game drives, and dine in fine hotels and palaces. The price tag fits the fit for a royal experience, of course, but a shorter journey, like the 3-night Treasures of India package, is less expensive and no less glamorous. The itinerary includes excursions to iconic sites of the Golden Triangle, the Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Ranthambore National Park in Rajasthan, Tigers, the Amber Fort in Jaipur, as well as spa treatments and lavish meals. The train includes 2 restaurants, a bar car, and the modern ensuite accommodations range from a deluxe double cabin up to a presidential suite. India is a once-in-a-lifetime trip for a lot of travelers, so a journey on a train like this would really provide that extra dollop of whipped cream on that experience. Number 3. Alaska Railroad, cost $4,000. The Alaska Railroad offers a way to see the natural beauty of the state, from the orcas breaching in icy bays to the majestic Denali that doesn't require roughing it or traveling by cruise ship. One of the railroad line's summertime offerings, the 11-night Glaciers, Rails, and Trails package, passes through spectacular corners of that vast state, making several stops a day, and lingering for more than a day in both Denali National Park and Kenai Fjords National Park. Off the train, passengers visit museums and sled dog training facilities, join a float trip down a glacial river, and take guided hikes. On board the train, passengers see the sights from a double-decker observation car, a glass-domed level on top, with beverage service, and a full-service dining car on the bottom. At night, the train stops at wilderness and backcountry lodges and hotels, so you'll sleep soundly before the next day's activities and get a better sense of each place. Number 2. Belmont, Venice Simplon, cost $4,761. The legendary Belmont, Venice Simplon Orient Express hardly needs an introduction to travel lovers. Its gleaming wood-paneled interiors, Dining tables set with crisp linens, and silver, and crystal, and extravagant comforts of sleeping quarters have come to symbolize a time when travel was sophisticated, and passengers came first. The train, made up of vintage carriages from the 1920s and 30s refitted with modern amenities, runs regular itineraries that visit European destinations. And, once a year, a trip makes a deliberately slow 5-night transit between Paris and Istanbul. Berths for these classic runs sell out fast, and Belmont has sweetened the ride further by adding 6 grand suites, each named for a legendary city, and styled in an Art Deco tribute to that city. The grand suites feature private bathrooms, double beds, and underfloor heating in the living area. When you factor in a private steward in a snappy uniform with shiny buttons and complimentary champagne on demand, honestly, this train wouldn't even have to leave the platform to qualify as a trip of a lifetime. The other accommodation classes, while less over the top, still offer details of design and comfort that elevate a sleeper car to something more like a dream state. This icon of the golden age of travel shows no sign of tarnish. Number 1. Train Suite Shiki, cost $10,000. Although Japan is best known for bullet trains, the country's National Railway Junior Group operates a series of specialized trains for tourism collectively called the Joyful Trains. Among the offerings are Pokemon-themed cars and train lines with cars for footbathing, ones dedicated to fine dining, or featuring an astronomy library. The crowning glory of the Joyful Trains is the ultra-modern, ultra-luxe train, Suite Shikishima. The Shikishima, which means Island of the Four Seasons, travels through eastern Japan out of Tokyo, visiting sites of Japanese cultural significance, villages, museums, temples, markets, restaurants, and iconic natural sites, along its 1 to 3 night excursions. As expected on such a lavish train, the dining car offers extraordinary seasonal meals prepared by a team of chefs who travel the whole trip. In addition, guest chefs board the train to prepare special regional dishes visited along the itinerary. This top-of-the-line, sophisticated hospitality features a crew wearing smart uniforms designed by Issei Miyake's former creative director. So, what do you think about today's video? Let me know in the comment section down if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to Luxury Couch for more luxury videos. If you want to know about the most expensive bicycles in the world, you can watch this video showing on your screen. And take care until next time.